Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to automate food delivery orders. So I run a food delivery business and want my customers to check menu and place orders via WhatsApp automatically. So in this video firstly we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if a user will send a message, an automatic reply will be sent to them. So if you also want to enhance your customer's experience, then let's dive into my screen for creating your own WhatsApp chatbot which is going to respond to your customer queries even when you are unavailable or busy. Welcome to my screen. So in this video we are going to learn how to create a WhatsApp chatbot for automating food delivery orders. So right before you on my screen you can see this is the flow I have created for creating a chatbot. And this chatbot is going to save your time by reducing your manual workload by providing your automation, and this is going to respond to your customer even when you are busy or unavailable, which is going to help you to enhance your customer's experience. So I am going to show you how you can create your own WhatsApp chatbot, but before that I am going to show you the real working demo of this chatbot. So for that let's move on to my WhatsApp with me. So here you can see I have already opened my WhatsApp, and now I am going to send a message to the number which I have already connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account, and here this number is saved as test number. So now let's enter a message over here. So here I have entered this message, and here as I've entered this message, that is order food, I am getting a message which says hi, welcome to XYZ restaurant, what would you like to do? And here we are getting two buttons, that is view menu and place order. So here I am going to select my first button, that is view menu, and here as I've selected this button I am getting a message which consists of the list of the items. So now let's open this list and select an item, and here we are getting three items, that is starters, main course and dessert. So I am going to select this first item, that is starters over here. So here as I've selected the first item I am getting a message which consists of the list of the items in this first category. So here we are done with our first button. Now let's select our second button, that is place orders. So here as I've selected my second button, that is place order, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter the item which I like to order. So here I am going to enter this item, that is french fries, and here as I've entered this message I am getting a message which is asking me to enter the number of servings. So here I am going to enter the number of serving as 1. So here as I've entered this message I am again getting a question which is asking me to enter the delivery address. So now let's enter our delivery address over here. So here I am going to enter this delivery address over here, and as I've entered the address I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my contact number. So now let's enter our contact number over here, and here I have entered my contact number, and as I've entered my contact number I am getting a message which says your order of french fries 1 is confirmed, please make your payment, and here we are getting a button, that is pay now. But by looking at this message you can see that we are getting personalized message, means I am getting the same item which I have recently provided to my chatbot and the quantity which I have recently provided to my chatbot. And not only this, I am going to save the response of my customer over my Google Sheet. So now let's move on to my Google Sheet to check whether our responses are saved over there or not. So let's move on to my Google Sheet, and here you can see this is my Google Sheet which I have created, which contains order details, and here you can see the item name which I have recently provided to my chatbot, the quantity, delivery address and the contact number. So this specifies that our chatbot is working properly and even saving the response of our customers. So now I am going to show you how you can create your own chatbot like this by just using Pabbly Chatflow and save the responses in the Google Sheet by using Pabbly Connect. So now for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/chatflow, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly, and here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user you can simply click over this sign in. But before moving on forward I am going to tell you about Pabbly community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly community where automation users, marketers and business owners gathers to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant update regarding using the Pabbly application. So you can also join Pabbly community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow again without wasting time, and here I am going to simply click over this sign in, as I already have an account on Pabbly Chatflow. And here you can see, as I have finished my sign up, I am getting this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. You can access any of these products, but as we are going to create a chatbot, we firstly have to access Pabbly Chatflow. Now for accessing it, we simply have to click over this access now button, and as you will click on access now, you will be getting the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow. And once you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Chatflow, you get 100 free credits every month for practicing this Pabbly Chatflow. And on the dashboard page, you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account. You can also add your WhatsApp number by just clicking on this add WhatsApp number button. And on this add WhatsApp number button, you can see we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, you can simply click over this WhatsApp Connect, and if you want to connect with token number, you can simply click over this Manual Token Connect. And if you want a detailed video of this, you can find video link in the description given below. Now moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly, such as inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcast, flows, AI assistant, activity log, settings, get help. So if you want to learn more about these features, you can find link in the description given below. Now if you wish to create your own folder, you can simply click over this create a new folder button, and your folder will be created. Now as we are going to create a chatbot, we firstly have to create a flow for that. So for that, you simply have to click over the flows given on the sidebar, and as you will click on the flows, you will be getting the flow builder page. And here you can see these are the flows I have created in my account, and now I am going to show you how you can create your own flow for creating your chatbot. For that, you simply have to click over this add flow button, and you will be landed to the flow page. And right before you can see this is the flow page, and on this page you can see we are getting the option for entering the flow name. So now let's provide a name to our flow here. So I have provided the name Automate Food Delivery Orders. Now moving on further, we are getting the option for trigger. So now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is basically the action which is going to initiate our chatbot. So on the trigger, you can see we are getting the option for trigger events. So here we are getting many trigger events such as keyword rejects match, user starts conversation, template selected, WhatsApp template delivered, contact added to contact list, custom field updated, and tag assigned. And here I am going to keep it as the same, that is keyword rejects match. Now you might be thinking, what is this keyword? So keywords are the words that are going to initiate your workflow. Now let's say I want to initiate my workflow as soon as someone enter a message that is order food. So for that, you simply have to type the keyword, and after that you just have to press the enter key, and here our one keyword is ready. Now as soon as someone will send this message that is order food, our chat will be initiated. So you can create many more keywords like this. Now moving on further, we are getting the option for entering the regex. So now you might be thinking, what is this regex? So regex are basically the short form for the regular expressions. These are used for the specific user input, but if you want to trigger any message, you can enter regex like this. Now I am going to send a welcome message for my customer. For that, you simply have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting many options such as text button, media, list, single product message, multi-product message, single AI message, and template. Now for sending a message, we just have to select this text button, and as you will select the text button message, you will be getting a space where you can enter the message you want to send to your customer. So now let's enter our welcome message over here. So here you can see I have entered this welcome message for my customer, that is, hi, welcome to XYZ restaurant, what would you like to do? And I have entered this text that is XYZ restaurant between these asterisk signs to make it bold. Now I am going to add some buttons to this message. So for that, you simply have to click over this add button, and here you have to enter the text of your button. So now let's enter the text and create our first button. So here I have created my first button, that is view menu. Now I am going to create one more button. So for that, you simply have to click over this add button and enter the text of your another button. And here I have created even my second button, that is place order. Now I want to show the list of the menu as someone clicks over this button, that is view menu. So for that, I am going to create a list or the category of the item. So for that, you just have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting the option for list. So just select it and you will be getting this list message, and here you can create your own list, and on this list list message, it is asking me to enter the header, body and footer for the list. Now let's enter a body for our list here. So here I have entered a body for my list. Now I am going to add some items to my list. So for that you simply have to click over this add section and you will be getting a dialog box where you have to provide section title. So here I am going to enter my section title as menu. So here I have provided my section title. Now I am going to add some items. So for that you simply have to click over this add items and you will be getting a dialog box where you have to enter the title of your first item. So now let's create our first item over here. So here I have created my first item, that is starters. Now I am going to add some more items likewise. So just click on add items and enter the title of your second item. So here I have added two more items to my list, that is main course and desserts. Now as someone will click over the starters, I want to provide them list of the starters. So for that I am going to create a message which contains the items of the starters. So for that you just have to drag and drop, and here I am going to select text button, and now on this message I am going to enter the list of the items contained in the starters with its pricing. So now let's enter our message over here. So on this message I have entered the items of the starters. Now I am going to add items of main course and desserts likewise. So just drag and drop and select text button over here. Now let's enter our main course items in this message. So here I have added the items of the main course also. Now I am going to add the items of the desserts. So for that again I am going to select text button and here I am going to enter the item in the desserts. So here I am done with my third item also. Now I am going to enhance my second button, that is place orders. Now for placing the order I am going to ask some questions from my customer. So for that you simply have to go to actions and here you can see we are getting the option for ask question. So just select it and you will be getting a question action, and here you can enter the question you want to ask from your customer. Now let's firstly connect this place order button with this question, and here I am going to enter a question asking for the name of the item which my customer wants. So here I am going to enter this message over here. So here I have entered this message which says which item would you like to order. Now further we are getting the option for selecting the contact custom fields. So here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created. You can also create your own contact custom field. For that you simply have to go to settings and here you can see we are getting the option for contact custom fields. So just select it and create your own fields, and these contact custom fields add extra information about your customers. So here I am going to select the contact custom field as item name, and after that I am going to select the format as any. Now as my user will answer this question, I am going to ask them another question. So again you have to click over the ask question and you will be getting this question action, and here I am going to enter a question asking for the quantity of the item. So now let's enter our question over here. So here I have entered this question, that is how many servings. Now I am going to select the contact custom field as quantity over here, and the format I am going to select is any. Now if the user answers this question also, I am going to ask them another question regarding their delivery address. So again you have to click over this ask question and you will be getting this question action. Now let's enter our another question over here. So here I have entered this another question asking for the delivery address. Now I am going to select the contact custom field as delivery address, and the format I am going to select is any. Now if the user answers this question also, again I am going to ask them another question regarding their contact number. So now I have selected the ask question and here I have got this question action. Now let's firstly connect these both question action with each other, and here I am going to enter a question. So here I have entered this question asking for the contact number, and now I am going to select the contact custom field as contact number, and the format I am going to select is any. Now if the user answers this question also, I am going to save the responses to my Google Sheet. So for connecting the Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect, we are going to use this API request. So just select it and you will be getting this API request action, and now let's firstly connect this question node with this API request. Now as soon as my user will provide me these details will be added to the Google Sheet by using Pabbly Connect, which can integrate different applications. So on this API request it is asking me to paste the webhook URL. So for getting the webhook URL we have to move to the Pabbly Connect. Now if you remember, I have told you about all Pabbly apps page. So here you can see this is the all Pabbly apps page, and here we are getting the option for Pabbly Connect, which can integrate different applications notifications. Now for accessing this Pabbly Connect, we simply have to click over this access now and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect. And here we are going to create a workflow which can integrate Google Sheet and Pabbly Chatflow. So on this dashboard page, I am going to use this folder, that is Pabbly Chatflow, and here I am going to simply click over this create workflow button, and as you will click on this create workflow button, you will be getting the option for selecting the workflow builder. So here you can see we are getting two workflow builder, that is new workflow builder beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is classic, which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I am going to use my classic workflow builder. So for that you simply have to click over this select button, and as you will click on the select button, you will be getting a dialog box where you have to provide a name to your workflow. So here I am going to provide the same name to my workflow which I have provided to my chat flow. So here I am providing it the name, that is automate food delivery orders. Now we simply have to click over this create button and we will be landed to the workflow page, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up, that is workflow created successfully, and we are landed to a workflow page. And on this workflow page it is asking me to select the trigger. So now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is basically the application which is going to initiate your workflow. Now I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new message over the Pabbly Chatflow. So here I am going to select my Pabbly Chatflow as my trigger app. So here as I have typed this, I am getting the Pabbly Chatflow. So let's select it, and afterwards we are getting the option for trigger event. So here I am going to select the trigger event as new message received. So trigger event is basically the work which is going to initiate your workflow on this trigger app. So here as I have selected my trigger event as new message received, I am getting the webhook URL, and this is the webhook URL we have to paste over the API request on the Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's copy this webhook URL, and now let's move on to our Pabbly Chatflow, and here you just have to paste this webhook URL. And here as I've clicked over this API request, I am getting this API request section where it is asking me to select the method. So I will be selecting the method as post, as I want to save the data of my customers over the Google Sheet. And here you can paste the webhook URL which you have received from the Pabbly Connect. So now let's paste it over here, and here I have pasted my webhook URL, and on the parameters section it is asking me to enter the key and select contact custom field. So I will be entering my first key as item name. So now let's type item name over here, and here I have created my first key, that is item name. Now I am going to select the contact custom field as item name over here. Now I am going to add more field, that is quantity. So I will be entering the quantity over here. So here I have created even my second key. Now I am going to select the contact custom field as quantity, and now I am going to add one more key, that is delivery address. And here I have created my one more key, that is delivery address. Now I am going to select the contact custom field as delivery address over here. Now I am going to add one more key, that is contact number. So here I have created even my last key, that is contact number. Now I am going to select the contact custom field as contact number, and now we just have to click over this test button, and now let's move on to our Pabbly Connect and check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. So here you can see I am successfully receiving the response, that is response A, with the fields which I have recently added to my API request. Now here we are done with our trigger app. Now we just have to select our action app. So for that let's click over here, and here it is asking me to select the app. So I'm going to select my app as Google Sheet, as I want to save my data over the Google Sheet. So for that let's type Google Sheet over here, and here you can see I'm getting the option for Google Sheet. So let's select it, and here you can see it is asking me to select the action event. So action event is the work which I want to perform over this action app. So I want to add the data to the Google Sheet, so I will be selecting this action event, that is add new row. So here we are done with the action app and action event. Now we simply have to click over this connect button for connecting Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So here you can see we are landed to the Google Sheet connection page, and here we are getting two options, that is add new connection and select existing connection. So if you want to build a new connection, you can simply click over this add new connection, and here you have to sign up with your account. But here I already have an existing connection, so I will be using this, that is select existing connection, and here my connection has been already selected. Now we just have to click over this save button for saving this connection, and here as I have saved the connection with the Google Sheet, I am getting some of the fields and here you can see it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So this is the spreadsheet I want to select, that is food orders, and here you can see this is the Google Sheet I have created for saving the responses. So you can also create a Google Sheet like this for saving your responses, and here my spreadsheet has been already selected, and after that my sheet has been already selected as sheet 1, and here we are getting some of the field, that is item name, quantity, delivery address, contact number, which we have provided as a key over the API request. Now we just have to map these fields. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping basically makes the field dynamic, means you don't have to enter your values again and again. The data will be changed as the new responses will be arrived. So here I am going to map the data from the response which I have received from the Pabbly Chatflow. So for that, let's map our item name. So I am going to map my item name from the Pabbly Chatflow response, and here you can see we are getting the field that is item name. So let's select it, and after that I am going to map my quantity also. So here I have mapped my quantity also. Now I am going to map my delivery address. So let's map this delivery address from the response, and after that I am going to map my contact number from the response of Pabbly Chatflow. So here we have mapped our all fields. Now we simply have to click over the save and send test request for testing it. So here I am successfully receiving the response, means we are done with our action app. Now let's move on to our Pabbly Chatflow again, and here we have to simply click over the save button for saving the responses. And now I am going to add a status fallback. Now you might be thinking, what is this status fallback? So status fallback is the final message which we are going to send to our customer. So for that you simply have to drag and drop, and here I am going to select text button for entering the message. Now let's enter our message over here. So here I have added my confirmation message, that is your order of item name into quantity is confirmed, please make your payment. Now I am going to add a button, that is pay now. So for that we simply have to click over this add button, and here we have to enter the text of our button, that is pay now. So here I have created my button, that is pay now. So here we are done with our flow. Now we just have to save our flow. For that we simply have to click over the save button, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up, that is flow updated successfully, means we have successfully saved our flow. And now I am going to show you how we are receiving message from our customer and how we are sending them the automated replies. So for that let's move on to my inbox with me. So you just have to click over the inbox given on the sidebar, and as you will click on inbox you will be landed to the inbox page, and here you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account, and in this number we have recently tested our chatbot. So let's select it, and here you can see in this particular number I am successfully receiving the message, and our automated replies are successfully sent or delivered to them. And one point has to be noticed, that this is following the path which we have recently created through our flow, means if a user sends us a message we are going to send them a welcome message. Now if the user selects view menu we are going to provide them a list. So this is the way a chatbot works. So you can also create a chatbot like this for your business by just using Pabbly Chatflow. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations and chatbots like this. Thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.